TV KPM.
Hello everyone, you are now watching Sukses SPM 2021 Pecutan, the final sprint before or in preparation for SPM, which will be beginning in March. My name is Sean Steven and I'll be your host for today. And of course today we'll be focusing on English Paper 1, where we will be getting to know or familiarize with the new format, as well as to find out how you can score and excel in Paper 1 for English. But before that, let's take a look at the teacher's profile. And we have teacher Aileen from PPD Sabak Benam Selangor. Hi, how are you today?
Fine, thank you, Sean.
All right, let's get straight into it. What will we be focusing on today?
We'll be focusing on our paper 1, which is 1119/1.
All right, so let's begin.
Yeah,
Over to
thank you. Thank you, Sean. Okay, hi everyone. Okay, to all the kids out there. Okay, I am Madam Aileen. Okay, today I'll be with you for the paper 1, which is our reading and use of English. Okay,
alright.
So our paper will be English language CFR aligned, the new format. Okay, reading and use of English. Okay, so without further ado, I will go into the paper itself. So I'm going to start off with the assessment format for our new CFR aligned English language paper. That consists of 4 papers. Okay, we have paper 1, which is the reading and use of English, paper 2, writing, paper 3, speaking, and paper 4 will be your listening. So to the kids out there, I would like to wish all the best to all of you, because on the 21st you'll be sitting for your speaking paper, and on the 22nd your listening paper, and on the 22nd you'll be sitting for your speaking paper. So all the best to all of you. So for today, okay, my main focus will be on the paper 1, which is reading and use of English. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the very first part of our paper, which is we have part 1. So part 1 consists of 8 multiple choice questions with 3 options, which is A, B, and C. Okay, then the 8 questions are based on a variety of short text. Okay, such as we have advertisement, news reports, okay, and sometimes there are extract of short stories or whatever that is concerned about short text. Okay, next, for this part, I would like to advise you not to use more than 8 minutes. So meaning, one question, we need 1 minute. Okay, and the skills that you need to use, okay, for this part is that the skills of understanding in order to identify, specific details and information. And also, you have to guess the meaning of some of the words if that is required in the question. Okay, so this is the what is in part 1. Now, how are you going to answer part 1? Okay, first of all, you have to focus on the headline. Okay, focus on the headline to get the general idea. Okay, meaning here you have to study the stimulus given. Okay, the stimulus and also the question. Okay, in order to get the general idea. Okay, then you have to read the question carefully. Okay, and while reading, make sure you underline the keywords. Okay, there are keywords such as, for example, the word true. the word force, okay, most, less. So these are some of the key words that you need to focus on. Okay, next, you have to analyze the options given. Like I told you before, we have 3 options. So analyze the options and reject the ones that are obviously wrong. Okay, obviously wrong, meaning that you are very 100% sure that it is wrong. Okay, so you cross out the options that are wrong, then you will get your best answer. So that is how you are going to do for your part 1. These are the tips and techniques that you are going to do for your part 1. Okay, and please be reminded, don't waste your time, okay, trying to think about the answer. Okay, so if you are not sure of the answer, okay, my advice to you is that, okay, please leave it and go back to the question before the end of the exam paper. Okay, so now you have the tips and the techniques in answering part 1. So I'm going to give you one or two sample questions for us to practice. Okay, for us to practice. Okay, so this is the first question. This one is based on advertisement. Okay, advertisement. So first of all, like what I said, you have to look at the stimulus and the question. The question is, which statement is true about the level up club? So the clue here is
True.
True. Okay, true. The word true. So here, okay, the word true. So I think all of you know what is true, right? Okay, so there are 3 options, like I said just now, 3 options. Okay, A, membership is open to people who are active in sports. B, members will get to use the facilities all the time. And C, you can bring a non-member along to the club for 2 months. Okay, so here we can see, okay, the question is which statement is true. So based on this question, we have to look at our stimulus here. Okay, we have to look at our stimulus here. So here, first one, we look at the answer one by one. We have to analyze the option. Like what I said, analyze the option. Number 1, membership is open to people who are active in sports. Okay, now we look at the stimulus here. We are open 24 hours. So if you love sport, join us. So here, those who love sport can join this level up club. So is it open to people who are active in sport? Does the word active and love has the same meaning? So you have to think about that. Okay, when you love sports, it doesn't mean that you are active in sport, right? It's 2 different things. Love and active are different. So this is not the answer. Okay, B, members will get to use the facilities all the time. So here the facilities, when we are talking about facilities, you look at the benefit. Facilities, right? Facilities. Enjoy unlimited use of sport facilities in our center. So meaning, you will get to use the facilities all the time. So this is a possible answer. And the last one, you can bring a non-member along to the club for 2 months. Non-member. Okay? This club is not open to non-member. So can you bring a friend who is a non-member? No. So option A and C are wrong. So the correct answer, the best answer is B. So that is how you look for clue. Okay, the keyword here is true. You want something that is true, and then when you look at the answers given, go back to the stimulus, and then the clue are there. Okay, for example, open to people who are active. Active is not the same as love, so that is not the answer. And then you can bring a non-member, can bring here not open to non-member. So that is how you match the clue to the one in the stimulus. So that is how you answer part 1. Easy, isn't it?
Yes,
so
that's
not to
very
be
easy.
afraid.
Very, very easy indeed, Madam
yeah.
Aileen. And I think for those of you watching at home, you actually get to know these are the techniques for you to actually excel and score in part 1. And for now, we're going to take a short break and we're back to you for Sukses SPM 2021 Pecutan for English Paper 1. Didik TV KPM. Didik TV KPM. You are now watching Sukses SPM 2021 Pecutan. And right now we are doing a paper 1 for English. And for this segment, we'll be focusing on part 2 and part 3. Madam Aileen, over to you.
Thank you, Sean. Okay, boys and girls, we are back with part 2. Okay, now what is in part 2? Okay, what is in part 2? Okay, in part 2, you will be given an extended text of about 250 to 300 words. Okay, so there is a text with 250 to 300 words with 10 items being removed from the text itself. Okay, so these 10 items, okay, will be followed by 4 options. So you have to choose which option or which answer best suit the blanks given. Okay, and try not to spend more than 10 minutes. Okay, so we have 10 blanks, then 10 minutes. Okay, meaning 1 minute, 1 blank. Okay. Okay. Next. Okay. What should you do while doing rational clues part 2? Okay, this is rational clues. Okay. First of all is your reading time. Okay, for whatever paper that you are going to see, no matter is it BM, BI, Maths, Science, you have to read. Okay, not only reading, you have to read and understand. Why? To get the gist of the text. Okay, so you have to read to get the gist of the text. Okay, so first, reading time. Second, get clues. Okay, while you are reading, look for clues that can help you in answering the blank given. Okay, in answering the blank given. Okay, so look for clue. Okay, whether that blank requires you to answer in to have the answer for noun, preposition, adjective, adverb. So you have to get the clue while you are reading. Then you go and analyze the blanks. Okay, make sure you analyze the blanks. How do you analyze? You can use the word before and after the blank to help you to get to the best answer. Okay, so use the words before and after. Okay, apart from that, okay, step number 4. Okay, step number 4, you have to check for the grammar check. For this one, okay, you have to look at the grammar, look at the tenses. Okay, usually for one text, the tenses that are used are the same throughout. Okay, so you can use the sentences before and after to help you. Okay, whether it requires tenses, okay, verbs, okay, or it requires part of speech. You have to look at the part of speech, and then you also have to look at the vocabulary. So that is how you arrive at the best answer. Okay, so while doing that, okay, while doing all those that I have said just now, okay, then you will come to the best answer. So you have to choose from the 4 options, choose the best answer. Okay, that how you choose the best answer, like what we did in part 1 just now, you eliminate, okay, or throw away all the options that you are sure that are wrong. Okay, like what we did just now. Okay, so you eliminate or reject all the answers that are wrong. And okay, last of all, okay, before, not that after you have chose the correct answer, you leave it that way. No. Okay, make sure that you reread the text. Why? Okay, to see the flow of your answer. Okay, and also to make sure that whatever answer that you have chosen for that blank, okay, is suit the blank itself. Okay, so you have to reread the text itself so that the flow of it is smooth. And then at that time, then you know that is the best answer. Okay, so these are the tips and techniques in answering part 2.
Right.
Okay, so you have to read. Okay, first of all, I recap. Read, and then you have to analyze the blank. Okay, check for the words and sentences before and after, and then you choose the best answer by. If you are very sure of the answer, then you go straight away to the answer. You don't have to eliminate the other answer. Okay, so you do the elimination process if you are unsure of your answer. Okay, and lastly, make sure to reread the text. This is what some of the kids, they forgot about rereading the text because they thought, okay, I finish all the 10 blanks, then I go to the next part. Okay, so now I'll give you one sample, okay, to see. Okay, we are going to look at the sample question here. Okay, let's look at this one. Okay, sample question. Okay, a very easy one. Okay, people snack for different reasons. We are talking about snacking. Okay, some snack on food out of habit. Others need a snack to keep them focused so that they can concentrate on what they are doing. Whatever the reason may be, so the first blank here. Number 9, so we have options A, B, C, and D. So, is it opt to, opt for, opt in, or opt at healthy snacks? So, opt what? Okay, you know what is opt? Okay, so here we need a phrasal verb. Okay, now what is a phrasal verb? What is a phrasal verb? Verb plus preposition. So the verb here is opt. So what is the preposition for opt? Okay, the most appropriate one is opt for healthy snacks.
Yes.
So we need a phrasal verb there. Okay, so we have next, as keep you feeling full. Number 10, boosting your nutrient intake. We know these are two different things. So here we need a linkers. Okay, a linkers. Okay, because we have here besides, aside, beside, and abide. Okay, so which of these besides, aside, beside, and abide are linkers? So here the correct answer is besides, a linkers. So these two samples, okay, for you to answer part 2. Okay, we are going to go to part 3.
Alright.
Okay, only sample.
Okay.
Because this is very easy. Okay, so next we are going to go to part 3. Okay, part 3 is, okay, reading comprehension or longer text. Okay, a longer text of about 650 to 700 words are given, and add questions with 4 possible options. Another MCQ, 4 options. Okay, now, okay, when answering longer text, okay, first and foremost, once again, read the question, read the text. Okay, read the question, read the text. Okay, and while reading the question, okay, and the options given, underline the key words. Okay, you have to underline the keywords. Okay, so that it is easy for you to answer the question. Okay, for vocabulary questions, choose the words that are appropriate to the context in the passage. Okay, so sometimes there are vocabulary questions, sometimes we don't have vocabulary question. Okay, And then next is that do not go back over every question. Reread only the ones that you are unsure of. Okay, like the elimination process. If you are unsure, then you go back to that question only, not all. Okay. Next. Okay. Do not second guess yourself, please. Okay, please. Change an answer only if you are absolutely sure that your first answer was wrong. Okay, don't second guess yourself. Please be positive with your answer. And then make sure you have answered all the questions. And if you really have no idea of the answer, make a smart guess, or what we call educated guess. Okay? Use your instinct after reading the passage. Do not choose any answer blindly. Make an educated guess.
So this would be a great tip for those of them who do not know how to choose an answer. So they will have to somehow have like a gut feeling. I think this is the answer, because when you are in the examination hall, you might feel a little bit nervous. But like what Madam Aileen said, do not second guess yourself, because we tend to be nervous. Did I put in the right answer or not? So hopefully with enough practice and also enough tips and also techniques that's been shared by Madam Aileen, you get to score also in part 2 and part 3. And for now, we're going to take a short break and we'll be back to you for Sukses SPM 2021 Pecutan.
Didik TV KPM. Didik TV KPM.
And we are back for Sukses SPM 2021 Pecutan, our final sprint before SPM this year. Now, we are now focusing on part 4 for English Paper 1. Back to you, Madam Aileen.
Thank you, Sean. Okay, so we have gone through part 1, part 2 and part 3. Now we are going to part 4. So what is in part 4? Okay. Now, in part 4, you will be given a text of about 350 to 400 words, including the gapped sentences.
Alright.
Okay, what are gapped sentences? So, 6 sentences are removed from the text. However, there are 8 options given. Okay, you have to search for the 6 gapped sentences, but there are 8 options given. So, the 8 options given, so there are 2 distractors.
Alright.
We have 2 distractors here. So, how are you going to go about this part? I know this part is a new part for all of us.
Yes.
Okay, because before this, we don't have gap text in our previous format. Okay, so okay, what are we going to do? First of all, okay, read through the entire text carefully. Make sure when you read, you have to understand. Yeah, read and understand. Okay, next, try to identify what each paragraph is about. Okay, so that it is easier for you to go to the correct answer or correct option. Okay, then read through the options given. Remember, we have 8 options. You are only going to choose 6 options for the answers. Okay, look out for linkers. Okay, or some teachers, they call it connectors. Okay, we have sentence connectors, sequence connectors. So we have to look for the linkers in the text that show how the text is structured. Okay, and do not concentrate on individual sentences, but ideas, events, or options, opinions as a whole. So not only concentrating on one single sentence. Okay, so you have to look at the overall idea. Okay, to get to the correct answer. Okay, next. Okay. To check if your sentence fits into the gap, look carefully at the information that comes before and after. Like what we did in part 2 just now, you have to look for clues, which is sentences before and after.
Yes.
Okay, then check that the idea flow logically. Okay, like what we did just now, we have to reread so that it is smoothly done. Okay, now look out for words that indicate time periods, cause and effect, arguments, repetition, and tenses. Okay, so all these can help you to get to the correct answer. And remember, always check your answers again by reading the entire text. Remember, reread the entire text.
Yes.
The word is reread. So this is how you go about in a gap text. Okay, this is how you go about. Okay, how about we go to a sample question?
Alright.
Okay, I think this is right. Okay, these are the add options given. Okay, we have A until H, the add options given. Okay, so you want to answer number 27. So let's read. Okay, recently the Interact Club of SMK Taman Gaga organized a leadership camp. So we are going camping. Okay. The camp was held at Damai Leadership Camp Slim River. So, what do you think the sentence after this is? Okay, so here the camp was held at Damai Leadership Camp. Okay, now, is it after breakfast we went canoeing in the nearby lake? So, are we talking about the activities? No.
Not just yet.
Not yet, right? Yeah. This is the first paragraph.
Okay.
So no, we are not talking about the activities. Second, it was held from 22nd to 25th May. So the where and we have the when.
Yes.
Yes, okay, possible. After dinner, we played a game. So how can?
Yeah, I think
Dinner.
that's out of context.
Out of context, very
Yeah.
good, Sean. The participants of the camp were the presidents, secretaries of various clubs in the schools and the prefects. Participants, not yet. We are talking about the place, right?
Yes.
Okay. On the third day, suddenly on the third day, out of the context.
Yeah.
These teachers, together with some trainers at the camp, conducted the various activities. Now, this is about activities.
Yeah, that's
so,
true.
not yet.
Correct.
Okay. We were taken to our hostels at the camp. Have you arrived at the camp yet?
Not
yet. Okay. And lastly, after arriving at the camp, we were given a briefing by the trainers. So, it's also not yet.
Yes.
So, the best option will be
B.
it was held from 22nd to 25th May. So we use the process of elimination here. But if you know the answer straight away, you don't have to go all over that process. Okay. So this is just to get the whole of it. Okay. How about another one?
Yeah.
So we still have
Sounds good.
time. Okay. How about another one? Okay. Here, the second one. Altogether, the camp was attended by 95 participants. 28. The age group was from 16 to 18 years old. Since I was a prefect, I attended the camp too. Okay. So here. What is the clue that you can use here? Okay. The camp was attended by 95 participants. So do you have any participant in the options of the answer? It will be D.
That's right.
The participants of the camp were the presidents, secretaries of various clubs in the schools and the prefect. Okay. So here that is the answer. Let's read it together. Although altogether the camp was attended by 95 participants, the participants of the camp were the president, secretaries of various clubs in the schools and the prefect. And the age group was from 16 to 18 years old. Since I was a prefect, I attended the camp too. So here, the clue is participant.
Yeah.
So we have participant and prefect. We have prefect.
Alright.
So you have to look at the clue. If you look at the clue, you can identify the clue, you can answer the answer correctly.
Now, if let's say we have some difficulty in determining the correct answer, because like you mentioned in the 8 options, there are 2 distractors.
Yes.
So what kind of skills that we need to really identify the correct answer when we're choosing a certain sentence for that particular blank?
Okay, that's what I said just now. We have to look for the clue.
The clue.
Okay. So usually in the sentences before and after, there are clues given.
Yes.
Okay, like the one before just now, we have the place.
Yeah.
Meaning that they are going to have the camp at Slim River, right? Okay.
Yes.
Then when we are writing a report, usually after you are talking about the place, it is the when.
That's
All
true.
right,
Yeah.
the when. Okay, so that is from 21st to 25th of May. For this one, the clue is participant. So we are talking about participants. So who are the participants? So we have the participants here.
Yes, that's true. Because if someone were to rush into the answer, they could actually choose answer F.
Yes.
These teachers, because if you're too rushed,
Yes.
if you don't read the questions properly, you might miss out on the correct answer. So I think it's very important for us to identify.
Identify participant. Yeah, if they didn't see the word participant, they want to they are rushing, right? They didn't see the word participant, they will go to the teachers just now.
Yes.
Because these teachers and together with some trainers at the camp conducted the various activities.
That's true. That's true.
So the word is participant, and another clue that you can use is prefect. Here, prefect.
The prefect. I think that's also very important to what you shared earlier of how we should reread the sentence to see that our answer really fits into the entire paragraph.
Yeah.
And right now we're going to take a short break and we're back to you for Sukses SPM 2021 for Paper 1 for English.
Didik TV KPM. Didik TV KPM.
Good day to you. You are now watching Sukses SPM 2021. Today's focus is on Paper 1 for English. So better get yourself prepared because we have loads of tips coming your way. Over to you, Madam Aileen.
Okay, thank you again, Sean. So we come to the last part of our Paper 1, which is Part 5. Now, what is in Part 5? Okay, Part 5 we have limited response question. So here you will be given a text of no more than 350 words. Okay, and usually there are comments, opinions of people regarding topic. Okay, so that is the text. Okay, and there are 2 types of questions being asked here. 2 types of tasks being asked consists of 8 questions. Okay, 4 for the first task, 4 for the second task, but both tasks using the same text.
Okay.
Using the same text. Okay. So how are we going to go about it? Okay. First and foremost, pay attention to the instruction. Okay. For example, before this, we have part 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's very easy. 1, 2, 3 is MCQ. Okay. So you just circle the correct option. Okay, for gap text, you choose the correct answer or options.
Yep.
So for this one, please pay special attention to the instruction because both tasks has different instruction. Okay, when you are looking at the instruction, underline the keywords. Okay, remember keywords or clues are very, very important here. Okay. Now, look for keywords in the text, okay? Not only in the question itself, but also in the text, okay? Beware of the word limit you can write in the blank. This is very important because there is a word limit, especially in task 2.
Okay.
Question number 37 to 40. Okay, so there is word limit. And use word only from the text, no on word. Okay, don't improvise. Okay. I know you are all very good, but don't improvise. Okay, and also make sure your spelling is accurate. Don't misspell. We don't want to lose mark because of misspelling.
That's true.
Okay. Now, give you an example. Okay, maybe you're not sure about it. Okay, so this is what. Okay, for example, for the first part or the first task, you are required. Okay, the question is or the instruction is which paragraph A to F describe the following authors. So mention when you answer. Mention only alphabets that indicate the paragraph. For example, you have A, you have B until we have F. Okay, 6 person there. So we have A until F. Even though there are names of the person, but don't ever mention the name because the question or the instruction is which paragraph.
I see.
Okay. You have to follow the instruction. Okay, number 2. If the question or instruction is which person describe the following ideas, then you mention only the name of the person as stated in the text. Example, Jessica Tan. Okay, the name is Jessica Tan. You write down there Jessica Tan.
Okay.
Okay, don't ever Ahmad dash 7 years old, even though in the text itself it is stated the age of the person because instruction which person.
Okay.
Okay, name only.
Name only.
Okay, so that is for the first task. The second task, question 37 to 40, complete the notes below using the information from the text. So here mention already information from the text. No on word. Don't be trying to be trying to be cheeky, trying to be not to show wanting to show that you know the synonym of the word. Never.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, and in this task, question 37 to 40, the instruction is choose no more than one word from the passage for each answer. So, word limit is given. No more than one word. Don't answer, don't give 2 words, 3 words, 4 words. No, one only.
Right.
Okay? Because it is only 1 mark. Okay, so no more than 1 word. So, please pay special attention to the instruction given. Okay, so here I'm going to give you the sample. Okay, so here these are the few. This is the format that they are going to give. So here, like what I said just now, we have the alphabet and we have the names, right? Here, for example, A, we have Martin Clark.
Yeah.
So if the instructions say which paragraph, don't ever write down A Martin Clark. Just write A.
Alright.
Okay. So if the instruction is which person, then you write Martin Clark. Don't write A.
So it's very important for us to really read through the
Yes.
instructions properly.
That is for the first part. I give you let you see. Okay. So this is you will be given 6 person. Okay, 6 comments or 6 opinions. So we have until F. So these are the text that you are going to read and you are going to answer. So the first type of task, okay, the first type of task will be, okay, this one. Question 33 to 36. Which paragraph describes the following inspiration? So here, what should you write here? Paragraph, meaning A, B, C, D, E, F, whichever is the answer.
Yes.
So it's stated clearly in here that you need to give paragraph, not name. Not Martin Clark. Okay, not name, not person here. So this is paragraph.
All right.
Okay, so this is what I mean when we say read the instruction carefully. So this is the first task, 33 to 36. Okay, next the second task, the one word response. Okay, the one word response. Question 37 to 40. Complete the notes below using information from the text. Remember, information from the text. No on information, no on idea, no on words. Okay? Choose no more than one word from the passage for each answer. No more than one word. Okay? So write your answer here. Okay? So these are all going back to the sixth opinion or inspiration just now.
Okay.
So here, one word. See? One word. So we have to be very careful about the instruction because this part is easy. Easy for you to score, easy for you to lose mark. Just because of misreading the instruction.
All right, so I think it's very, very important for us, like you mentioned, to pay special attention to the instructions. And before we continue, maybe you could also give us a recap of what we have learned or the techniques and tips you have given so far.
Okay, so class, most important, for paper 1 is number 1, read and understand the question, the instruction, the rubrics, the text. So this is the most important thing that you have to do. Read and understand. Second, answer the questions you know first. Okay? Don't ever waste your time. Okay? Number 3, use process of elimination and select the best answer. Except for the last part. Okay? Except for it's only except for the last part. Okay? And still, even though for the last part, part 5, you still can use the process of elimination for question 33 to 36. Okay? And lastly, make educated guess if you are really not sure of your answer. That is the last resort.
Yes.
Okay. First one is you know the answer, you answer. Second, you do the elimination. And last resort, make an educated guess. Okay, make an educated guess for the answer just now. Don't answer blindly. Remember?
Don't flip a coin. Don't just be ini, mini, miny, mo. Educated guess.
Yes.
All right, and for those of them who are watching right now and SPM is coming really, really soon, what are some words of advice you can give to them?
Okay, my advice, boys and girls out there, please be confident of yourself. Okay, don't ever use again second guess yourself. I know English, to all of you, you say it is a very tough subject. No, if you know how to go about it, then you will score your English paper. It's not that difficult.
All right, thank you so much, Madam Aileen, for that. And hopefully with all the techniques and also tips, and of course for you to pay special attention and read properly the questions, you can definitely not only pass, but actually score and excel in paper 1 for English. And we have come to the end for the show. Thank you once again, Madam Aileen, for this. And again, for those of you sitting for SPM really, really soon, all the best. And hopefully you can gain success in SPM this year. This was Sukses SPM 2021. Take care.
KP